Hi, this is James Gordon of October Live here with a book review. Today's book I'm reviewing today, Retribution by Michael Grant. This was first published by Harper Paperbacks, and it was originally first published in 1995. This edition is from 1996. This is a thriller novel that's set in New York that mostly takes place in the fictional Taggart Tower. This was a very disappointing book. I did not like it. I felt it was like a tamed version of Nothing Lasts Forever by Robert Thorpe, which I'll explain later on in my review why I didn't like this book and some other issues I had with it. And it's a shame too. Like, it gets off to a good start, but by the second and third act, it's really when it starts to kind of all fall apart, and it just wasn't a good thriller at all. All right, on to review. Plot: NYPD Lieutenant Mike Devlin, a highly skilled yet hot-tempered TAC unit for dealing with the most dangerous criminals, is fired after a training exercise went wrong and being called out by Deputy Chief Charles Wayne, who strongly dislikes Devlin. After leaving the shooting range and returning to his office, Devlin learns he's being transferred to Traffic Division, which isn't a position he really wants, but finds a message on his phone from Taggart Industries. The CEO, Jason Taggart, wants to interview him for a job opening as a security chief. Next day, Devlin goes to Taggart Tower, a massive and very tall, tinted glass and steel skyscraper. Inside, he meets Jason Taggart along with his right-hand woman, Gloria Ozar. During the interview in Jason's fancy office, both he and Gloria tell Devlin all the information about him, along with saving a Uganda ambassador. After asking a few questions, Devlin feels something isn't right about this. He calls out Taggart, stating he isn't the best and there are better men out there, and wants to know the real reason why he picked him. Gloria gives him a note which was sent to Taggart, threat to kill him. Taggart explains the reason they didn't go to the police as they wouldn't be able to do much, and doesn't want his public image ruined if this turns out to be a cruel prank. He also wants not only Devlin to keep him safe, but to find out who sent the letter. Devlin accepts the offer as Gloria wants him to report anything to her. Devlin is given a tour of Taggart Tower, and it is impressed how some floors and other parts of the building aren't well patrolled, nor some of the security guards. Devlin removes most of the guards and replaces them with ex-TAC members, including his friend Nick, and has him assigned as Taggart's bodyguard. Devlin also wants to buff up the security hardware to ensure nobody can easily waltz into Taggart Tower. He brings in Otis Royal, a Jamaican mastermind criminal who specializes in burglary. After getting caught, Devlin cut Otis a deal to work for the police on stopping thieves from getting in buildings and how to improve their security as well. Also joining them is Marie Falcone, a computer expert on hardware, software, and hacking. Meanwhile, Elgin, a ex-Vietnam soldier who's hell-bent on killing Jason Taggart, as he's been stalking him while carefully planning out different methods to murder him. First, he tries breaking into his apartment, but is unable to since Jason has a bodyguard. Next, he plans to set off a nail bomb while Jason Taggart is at a business meeting at a hotel. However, he is unable to get into the ballroom thanks to Devlin's guards, along with buffing up security. Refusing to call off his plan, Elgin finds a way past the guards. Devlin is alerted when he gets a report of a suspicious man with dark eyes. Devlin orders a code red, believing that this is the guy who is trying to kill Taggart. Earlier, Elgin set up his nail bomb and placed it into the podium, but is unable to complete it when he sees guards have found it. Elgin leaves while Devlin orders the meeting to be cancelled against Gloria's wishes. When the bomb squad is called in to defuse it, not only was it powerful enough to kill more people than just Taggart, but the guy working on it recognizes this type of bomb used in the Vietnam War. Devlin tells both Taggart and Gloria they are dealing with a very dangerous person and is going to do everything to find this killer. Using his connections from the force, Devlin searches for clues while looking into the recent death of 3 employees of Taggart Industries are somehow linked to this killer. After digging around, talking with both old friends and family members of the victims, Devlin meets ex-wife of George Eldon, who was part of Phoenix Project, a group of highly trained assassins that was funded by the CIA. Out of all of them, George Eldon was the most skilled and deadliest one. However, Eldon has a short temper and never lets go of grudges that easily. After killing civilians and anyone else that got in his way, Phoenix Project is terminated and Elgin is discharged after the Vietnam War. Devlin also learns Elgin is a computer expert. At the same time, Devlin begins to uncover a conspiracy going on within Target Industries, as not everyone is telling him the truth. While he is plotting to capture Elgin, at the same time, he is also planning his assault on Target Tower and his target, Jason Target, as he won't let anyone stand in his way. But first, he's going to have to get through Target's bodyguard, Devlin. Retribution gets off to a good start, but during the second part of the novel, it had too much talking and drama in it, and by the third final act, it felt rushed with very little action to excite me. The showdown between Devlin and Elgin was disappointing, with the two characters spending more time searching for each other in the dark than fighting. While there were a few characters I liked, however, most of them I didn't like at all. Mike Devlin, the main character, I didn't like at all. He had no personality, mostly moody throughout the novel, and was easily fooled several times, as it takes him a while to realize he overlooked something, or the other person was right the first time. What disappointed me the most was I didn't get to see Devlin display his sharpshooting skills during the final act of the novel. While George Eldon was a mean, scary, and deadly villain, but felt his character was held back from unleashing full potential of what he could really do, and Elgin's assault plan was so easy it felt hardly challenging. While I liked the plot twist, but felt that if Michael Grant took out some of the drama and focused the third act into an all-out assault on Target Tower with more action, a higher body count, and throwing in surprises to keep the reader on the edge of their seat, then this novel would have been a lot better. Overall, I don't recommend Retribution, as it's a tame thriller that doesn't offer a lot of action, twists and turns, or hardly any interesting characters. I'm sure you can find a better action-packed novel that takes place in a high-rise building than this one. And that's it for the review today. As I said, I did not enjoy Retribution. It just felt like a tame thriller, and I was expecting a lot more from this novel. I was expecting like a lot of action that within Target Tower, and I didn't get any of that. It just just wasn't that good. Not many characters I didn't like within the story, and just too much talking and drama. I felt just that's what the offer. I felt the offer focused a little too much. Too much was just the talking and drama, and little in the action. So I didn't like it at all. So that is it for the review today. I hope you all enjoyed it. And for my next book, I will begin reading Vampires by John Stakely. I'm going to read much as I can, as I last night I spent some time planning out the next set of books I want to read, as I got that one brick that I got a few days ago on Battlefield Earth, and I want to read that, but I want to clear out some other books first. So I'm going to I decided I have like a theme I'm going with. I'm reading I'm reading action, horror, and then science fiction, which is what I'm doing. So there was another book that I was Richard going to read, but I have this other book, Battle Royale, which is, that book has so many genres. I'm not sure what genre to like, what genre it will be like, where it would be labeled in, but it's like I looked on Goodreads and it says it's a thriller, it's a horror, it's a science fiction novel, it's a dystopian science fiction novel. I thought, I can't have two thriller books together, so I just decided to. So I looked through some other books, and basically I set out what books I'm going to read, so that way I can have like each book I read different from the other, so they're not too similar, because I don't want to have two action books side by side each other unless I'm doing a series. But anyway, so my next book will be Vampires. This will be a reread, and I'm hoping to like this book, hopefully. Alright, so I'll read as much as I can and try to have a review sometime. I'll try to read as much as I can, so I can maybe have a review like maybe on the first day of July, maybe. As after that, I'll then be reading Isaac Asimov and Robert Silverberg's Nightfall next after this book. So if you like this video, please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to October Library, the YouTube channel, and the Facebook group of the same name, a place to post share review fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.